place that I missed, basically. And I was so close to finding it. But I just thought, nah, there's not going to be anything else. Oh, how I was wrong. Hold on. I think this should put me at the start of the epilogue, as I was just returning back to my apartment block. Very intrigued to see what goes down here. I don't think this will take too long. Maybe an hour, maybe less than an hour. Epilogue. Yeah, here we go. What a fucking great game, man. The music here. Perfect. Like a real breath of fresh air. Joyous. But now, not so joyous anymore. Getting a little bit eerie. And they're gone. Who's going to eat the bread now? Can I shoot these civilians? No, I can't even open my menu. Hopscotch. I never understood it. I love how we see this thing in our first dream sequence, our first hallucination sequence as we're running through the woods. My first floor neighbor. Good day. Good day to you. First time our character ever speaks, I think. Remember, we had other characters commenting on the fact that we couldn't speak, apparently, but maybe it's just that we didn't want to speak to them. I love just the mood here, the little interactions we get with his neighbors. Very surreal. A mailbox. Mine is located opposite the basement stairs. I think there's something inside. Postcard. A postcard from my parents. I'll read it later. Let's go back down to the basement again. Have another look. Loads of doors. All of them locked. No keys. There's just one thing to find down here. Yeah, when I was playing this yesterday, like, obviously I thought that certain things did seem a bit off. Mainly, like, the radio down here. But then other things felt so right, you know? Like, we were back home, but things were kind of miserable. The woman with the baby on the floor, like, you know, I don't know, it seems like a really shitty area. The hobo living in the hallway. I didn't really find that to be strange. I didn't notice that it was a fetus either. I thought it was a baby. Now this is strange. This is my staircase. Someone finally evicted them. It's probably the work of that little punk from the 3rd floor. Boss, got any spare change? What a great little scene, man. Stupid cow. God, the sound as you're looking through. Pleased to see you, mister. Haven't seen you in a while. They're still green, even though I've never seen anyone tending to them. Maybe they feed on discarded cigarette butts. Went on a wee forest walk, yeah. This door seems to be blocked from the other side. Home sweet home. Oh, the music here, man. It's my wardrobe. Take off your coat. I'm barely standing on my feet. I'll take a bath tomorrow. The Frania washing machine. I spent 2 days in the queue to get it. I've made you some soup. Heat it up. Now, obviously, this is quite bizarre. We've been gone for 45 days. The old trusty gas stove. There's still some soup in the pot. The smell fills the entire kitchen. Cook. I grab the large dish from the closet under the sink and pour myself a bowl. It's not much, but it's enough. I don't remember the last time I've eaten a home dinner. Looks good. Hi, Zurek. This fucking scared me, man. Last time, the dog. What a great little subversive trick here. You see these dogs throughout the whole game. But you don't pet them, that's for sure. Good boy. Now. Bedroom key. Fabric. Can't take that. So, what you have to do here, I think, to discover that there's more than meets the eye, is pull the things here. Move the furniture around. And I was so close to doing it last night. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just drag it just to see if there's anything hidden here, but I just said, nah, I don't think so. There's not going to be anything else here. And sure enough, there doesn't seem to be anything there right now. What if I pull the TV set? Oh, I was expecting something here. Huh. Hold on, let's take another look around. Did I see the radio telling me to sleep? No. It's my bed. The white crumpled sheets look as if I've just woken up. At last. I feel my sore legs buckling underneath me. My body becoming heavy and overwhelmingly lethargic. It was a grueling journey. 45 days of human torment. With my last strength, I stop myself from falling asleep. Something forces me to move away from the bed. Did I forget to do something? I'm very tired. I'd prefer to lie down in a regular bed. The black and white Reuben, a real luxury. Unfortunately, it's broken. Huh. Don't tell me, chat. I thought I knew what to do here. What if I try and leave? I don't want to leave my apartment. No, let me pass, stool. Sorry, Zorek. Zorek! Huh. I was told that you can see roots or something in the corners of the room here, which implies that there's something underneath. Don't tell me, chat. Don't tell me. Wow, I didn't think it was going to be this well hidden. Wait, did I drag this across? Oh, hold on. This is going to be it. No, it's not. Wait a second. Maybe I can't see them without my other clothes on? No way. No, no emote only mode. Just behave. I bet it has to do with the fucking clothes. That would be very strange in itself. That detail. I'm restarting. I'm restarting and I'm not changing my clothes. Smartest person on Twitch. Thank you, Implosion. Okay. Okay. Why not smartest and stinkiest? Let me get some good M&Ms here. Some M&M action in. Actually, let me grab a beer as well. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Dog, are you trying to slam? Am I trying to slam? No, I'm just drinking a fucking beer. Bloody slammers. With your fucking countdowns. And your frat boy attitude. Grow up. Jesus. Fucking slammers. Act your age. Okay, this time I guess we'll just leave the basement. Oh, the Sekiro patch. I still need to play that. The tall buildings look so surreal. It's a really surreal sequence with the music and just the mood that the music creates. Like, it's kind of joyous, but, like, eerie at the same time. Right, I'm keeping my clothes on. That's, I swear, if that's it, that's crazy. Oh, I don't believe it. Barricade. Shit. Okay, I thought I had it figured. Okay, I'm not allowed to do anything without changing. Fuck. Hey, Zorak didn't run up to me this time. It doesn't seem like he misses me at all. Zorak! Can't do anything with those. Don't say a thing, chat. Time to start moving furniture again. Wait, did I move this last time? Okay. That was the final tally, Dave, yeah. What the hell? You know, I might need to ask for some help here. I'm not gonna do it yet, but I'm surprised that I'd even need to ask. Surely there are only so many things I can do here. Hold up. Wait a second. Wait a second. To fold out this couch, we would need to move it away from the wall. Even though he doesn't want to sleep on the couch. Fuck. What the hell? The back of the TV? Okay, yes or no? That's all I want, a yes or no answer. Does the answer lie in this room? No. That's all I wanted. Thank you. I missed the spoiler, thankfully. If someone straight up just spoiled it, that's a permaban. That's just an easy permaban. Thanks, mods. The stove. I wish I could move this bucket. Not seeing anything here. Now I'm trying to think if I had another option after I went to sleep. Heinous, chat. Yes or no? Do I need to go to sleep? No. Okay. I didn't think so. I thought this just, you know, led to the ending that we got, and I didn't think there was anything we could do after that. Okay. What the hell? Examine, that just leads to that. Yeah. Wow, okay. I'm not, I wish I could move something here. See, there's barely anything I can do. All I can do is interact with things. I can't even open a menu. I can't pick up anything. What the hell? Don't say anything. Barricade. Right, I'm pushing this thing back in here. Checking every fucking corner of every room. Trying to interact with everything. Heinous, chat. Do I need to interact with the radio? Yes! Oh, Jesus! Okay, we're restarting. What the fuck, though? Before I interacted with the radio, and I still couldn't find anything, but don't say anything. Don't say anything. I knew I should have went down to check the radio again, man. But at the same time, you know, I'm kind of glad we didn't just figure it out straight away. Because now there's some build-up, there's some anticipation. And there's a sense of discovery, even if I do know that there is something to discover. I really wish I didn't spoil myself, because it would have been amazing playing the whole game again and then, like, you know, finally discovering this after a second playthrough, perhaps. Or a third playthrough. Here we go again. Fuck, man. Oh, I didn't pick up the jam last time. I'm just keeping my eye on this radio here. Okay, I'm gonna let it play the reverse song, and then I'm gonna go back up. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh! Oh, wow. Sleep. There it is. I thought I was just going back and forth between two different stations. At first. You know, because you get the static, then you get the background, then you get the backwards music. Then you get the static, then you get the backwards music. But then all I was getting was static, 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 and then I get this. I don't think I did this on the other playthrough, did I? On my first playthrough? Hold on, let's try and turn it on again. I can't. These doors are still locked. Wow, that's crazy if you have to do that to trigger the scene. The weird sounds now. God, the sound design in this game is good. Listen to the sounds here before I try and open the door. I wonder if those cries only trigger when you try and open the door, or if that was just a coincidence. Okay, we're home again. Let's see what's different now. Juicy Mangoes. Thank you for the 3 months. Much appreciated. DMG, I'm not sure if I thanked you for your 17 as well. Thank you. Yeah, look at the fucking roots under the TV now. I thought I noticed them under the stove as well. Yeah. Although you can't see them in this image. Yeah, let's eat the stuff. Weird the radio needed to be played with. Yeah, the radios have been kind of a theme though throughout the game, so that's an interesting detail. One of the strangest details in the game is at the very beginning. When you're at the doctor's house and he has a radio on the ground. And when you switch to this character, you see the radio transform into a man with dials for eyes. And he's like shouting out radio static. It's very bizarre. It's one of the most bizarre things that... it's one of the most bizarre moments in the game. These roots are growing out from under the floor panels. Oh, Jesus. It's not letting me comment on these roots. Flooring. Remove. I won't be able to tear the floor off with my bare hands. There should be some tools in the kitchen. Oh, here we go. A cupboard under the sink. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this fucking music. This is the music that plays when you're... when it hits 8 o'clock. And you need to start defending your territory. Zorek. Is Zorek still here? I don't even... I'm not sure if Zorek is even here anymore. Oh, look closer. I love how it all comes back to this bed as well, you know, because you don't sleep for the entire game, and then you get back and you have your very first sleep here at the end. But no, there's something more. Fighting off sleepiness with difficulty, I lean over the bed. The springs creak noisily under the weight of my hand. As I cast my glance on the light brown construction from plywood, I notice familiar features. They are elongated and arched. I can still smell the fresh sheets and the pleasant warmth of the quilt. Look under the bed. I feel a gentle draft coming from the dark gap between the bed and the floor. Reach under the bed. My fingertips brush a thin layer of dust. Coldness, moisture. I'm touching something rough, but my arm is too short to catch it. I think I need to move the bed. That percussion, man. Boom, boom. These roots are growing from under the floor panels. Oh, God. Enter. Oh, shit. Is that me? Oh. Oh, I think I just realized something. Remember the fucking sleeper. The sleeper that we encountered at the very start of the Silent Forest, who said to look under the floor in the last hideout. I was wondering, part of me was wondering, you know, when she first said that, I thought she meant my previous hideout, the last hideout that I came from. And, you know, I kept looking for a shortcut. I was convinced she was hinting that there was a shortcut that led from Dry Meadow to the Silent Forest, from the first hideout to the second hideout. But this is what she meant. This is the last hideout. And this is under the floor. This is what she meant when she said to look under the ground or under the floor. My hat! That was a really strange encounter. We never encountered anyone else like her in the game. Just that one character who was referred to as a sleeper. Although I think I did find something that was... I did find some people that looked like similar to her in that hallucination sequence where I was in the room full of naked bodies. I was kind of wondering if those were supposed to be sleepers as well. I think maybe that was the case. That's what I was theorizing anyway. It's torn and covered with dried mud. My hat. Don't even have the option to pick it up. Dirty, clumped hair cover the woman's face. She's murmuring in her sleep, clutching a rag doll filled with straw. Now the moon has faded. The night is here. The sleep stole over my doll, so close. Your eyes. Do I want to wake her up? I'm not sure. I'm at the bottom of a huge valley. I feel the dry, dusty earth pulsating under my feet. The woman doesn't react. I'm unable to wake her up from her slumber. Yeah, they're referred to as sleepers as well. The shiny stones. Its face is covered in mud and sticks. It clutches a shiny stone in its hand. Oh, sorry, I probably just took your shiny stone. The figure is dead asleep. I'm unable to wake her up. Are they all women? It hums something quietly in its sleep, swaying to the rhythm of a simple melody. The figure is dead asleep. I'm unable to wake her up. I bet they're all women, yeah. Which ties into the fact that all these characters have been hearing a female voice calling them. The doctor, who thinks he's hearing his daughter call him. We've had someone call to us as well, who I assumed was our wife, because in, like, the 4th hallucination sequence, we wake up in our bed next to our wife. And there's also the villagers... in the chicken lady's village. One of the villagers said how he hears his wife calling to him in his dreams or something like that. This sleeping man looks like a skeleton coated in skin. He smiles widely. Oh, this guy is a man. Wait, hold on, I thought... Wasn't he just referred to as a he there? Maybe a mistranslation? The figure speaks to someone in its sleep, squeezing an old man, something or other. I missed that as well. Which is the mistranslation, though, that it says her every time? Because that, she looks like a woman. I think I see breasts there. I definitely see breasts. Or the her is a mistake. Okay, okay. It clutches a muddy brass cross in both hands, repeating some incomprehensible words in its sleep. They're asleep. They seem happy, even though they're emaciated and dirty. Some of them lie dead. Moving its hand as if caressing someone with affection. The figure sleeps on a muddy ground, resting its head on the chest of the skeleton lying next to it. I hear a faint whisper. Stasiak, my little Stasiak. Sleep, Stasiak, sleep. I can't remember if we met a character called Stasiak. The emaciated figure sleeps soundly, embracing the remains of a child. Another sleeping figure. Oh, weird sounds over here. Here we go. The earth is covered with thick bundles of dry roots that creak under my feet and old broken trees. Oh. Pleasant warmth washes over me. Here we go. Being. I'm standing in front of an enormous being. Place hand on the being. I feel an overwhelming, soothing feeling of security and happiness. The vast valley at the bottom of which I stand curves upwards, closing over my head. The rust of distant trees turns into a single silent murmur. I feel I'm coming home. To my flat. To my room with a window and a bed. Listen. Something like a sound, continuous and low, is coming my way. In the depth of the pulsating space surrounding me, I can see vague shapes. Their outline blurs and fades away every time I try to focus on them. Suddenly the sound envelops me, only to instantly disappear a moment later. I can feel someone's presence far above me. Who are you? I'm drowning in an illuminating, pulsating whiteness. I squeeze my eyes shut, but the bright vastness continues to blind me. The silent grunt grows stronger with every moment. It stratifies into an unlimited number of abstract, incomprehensible sounds, only to combine into a distant, wailing voice. My eyes fill up with tears. My hands are trembling. What do you want? The ever-present whiteness blinds me. It explodes with brightness once more and then starts vibrating. Suddenly I realize that the pleasant feeling of warmth has been replaced by coldness. The coldness of the void that surrounds me. This is the same. Stop listening. I feel I'm returning home, to my flat, to my room with a window and a bed. Withdraw your hand. I feel a heat emanating from the being. I sense my pulse slowing down, a calmness. I want to rest, come back home, to my bed. I want to lie down, to fall asleep. Withdraw your hand. I don't want to do it. Still, my hand pushes the being away. The warmth that was emanating from it disappears, replaced by piercing coldness. Coming back to rest in my flat, do nothing again. I embrace the being with both my hands. My body feels limp. I collapse into a soft, warm, pulsating earth. I feel that my tensed body will finally experience relief. It's the end of my journey. I can rest. Oh. I don't have the fucking choice to say no this time. A sedating warmth washes over me. A warmth of security and happiness. No, I'm not muted. That was wild. I wouldn't mind taking another look at that scene to see if something else can happen. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. This time I'm gonna run away from the thing once I interact with it. Resist the being and then run back. Are we allowed to talk about the ending? Not yet. The whole thing with the radio triggering this is so strange. There's so much I still need to see in the main game as well. Like, I still don't have a full grasp on the main narrative outside of this ending when it comes to our character and who he is, and like trying to set his backstory in stone, you know, because there are lots of little details. We know about the group that he came in with, his connections to the group that he was with at the radio tower that he got separated from. All those characters down there kind of like, I don't know, dreaming for their other selves up above to be reunited with their loved ones. There's this whole theme about people wanting to be reunited with their loved ones. You know, and we had some of the sleepers down there holding on to other, you know, coddling a baby, or, you know, wishing for someone to be okay, or like caressing a skeleton beside them. Let's do that again. The fact that we can't see the roots without the radio, it's all very strange. Do you think the main character was a lot like you? Van, I'm going to chop your head off. Hold on, let me grab my beer. Do you think the main character was a lot like you? Did you not hear what I just said? I don't even know who this main character is, really. I know little bits about his backstory. Were you not listening to a word I just said? Hold on 1 second, guys. You think the main character loved his mother? I don't know. I'm kind of curious about his wife. Because in that dream sequence, we wake up and our wife is beside us. When we get to the house, our wife has a note there left for us, which seems very unreal, you know. We arrive back after 45 days and she has some food there. But who knows, maybe she put that note there weeks ago. Maybe the food has been there for a while, just sitting there being, you know, ready to be heated up. Although, I don't know, it was on the stove, wasn't it? So if we embrace the being, we just go to bed. We go to sleep. Postcard from my parents. Right, back to the fucking radio. Give me the jam. How did I learn there was more to do in the epilogue at all? I was just Googling the game. Looking up reviews and things like that. I figured I would stumble across some spoilers. But, yeah, I'm just glad we didn't figure everything out straight away, you know? It would have been really amazing, though, to have figured this all out by myself, revisiting it on, like, a second or third playthrough. Like, imagine that. Like, I think I know the game, what happens at the end, and then I find this shit. Would have been a really great surprise. Okay. Wonder if eating this changes anything. Sorry, Zurek, I have important business. Comes home and just immediately starts fucking with the furniture. Does the screwdriver spawn if you don't do this? You just don't have the option to look under the sink. Trying to find the key. Back down we go. After the music changes, you can't see outside the windows anymore either. I don't think I noticed that. Clutching a rag doll filled with straw. I have played Amnesia, yeah. I'm drowning in an illuminating, pulsating whiteness. I squeeze my eyes shut. But the bright vastness continues to blind me. The silent grunt grows stronger with every moment. It stratifies into an unlimited number of abstract, incomprehensible sounds, only to combine into a distant, wailing voice. My eyes fill up with tears, my hands are trembling. The ever-present whiteness blinds me. It explodes with brightness once more and then starts vibrating. Suddenly I realize that the pleasant feeling of warmth has been replaced by coldness. The coldness of the void that surrounds me. I feel I'm returning home, to my flat, to my room with a window and a bed. Withdraw your hand. I feel a heat emanating from the being. I sense my pulse slowing down, a calmness. I want to rest, to come back home, to my bed. I want to lie down, to fall asleep. Withdraw your hand. I don't want to do it. Still, my hand pushes the being away. The warmth that was emanating from it disappears, replaced by piercing coldness. So that kind of draws a parallel between the being and sleep, the desire for sleep. He really wants to sleep, which he attains by, you know, doing nothing and embracing the being, I guess. That causes us to wake up and to go to sleep. Like the ending we just saw. We move away from it. Our character doesn't want to do it because he wants to sleep. Right. Peace. See you later. Yeah, we all good? You cool with that? Ah, Jesus, JMP. Go fuck yourself. I'm not trying to fucking speak revelations. Just trying to gain an understanding of what's fucking going on. Trying to get a basic understanding. Not spout out the fucking gospel of what's going on in this game. Good God. I'm just going back to where we started. How deep into that beer are you? Oh, I'm fucking out of my mind drunk right now. You don't even want to know how many beers I've had. Oh shit, I missed it. The steep... I don't think this was here last time. It's a meter-wide tunnel covered with a slimy membrane. Further inside, I can see pulsating growths blocking the way ahead. I won't be able to pass through this way. Shit. Okay, maybe I could walk around the being or behind the being. Right, I'm taking all the shiny stones. Fuck it. Squeezing an old man's photo in his hand. I wonder if you have to pick up all the shiny stones. Here we go. Here's something. Oh, spicy. The man mumbles in his sleep. He's emaciated and dirty, but his face is radiant and calm. He clutches a rusty object covered with old beads, some weapon. He is a conehead. Whoa. Listen to the murmurs. The man is talking in his sleep. These are only snippets of sentences. Single words spoken gently and slowly. It's hard to find any meaning in them. Push the figure. Leave. Without opening his eyes, the man clumsily waves his hand at me and covers his head with it and freezes. Try to take the metal item from the man. Yes. Leave. The man waves his hand again. This time he grabs my arm. Without opening his eyes, he turns his head towards me. I recognize him. He's one of us. Oh. Oh, fucking snatch it. Leave. Can you fucking hear me? I won't let you take her. The man clenches his teeth with the fury of a maniac. Saliva flows from his mouth. It's hurting her. You'll tear her arms out. Hit the man and grab the item. Oh. Jesus. Oh my God. It's a fucking flamethrower? Oh, the music. He's one of us. I beg you, give her to me. What are you doing? Give her back. Well, this is the path I'm taking. Another sleeping figure. I'm gonna fucking burn everyone. I think I have infinite ammo here. That was really unexpected. I was not expecting to find a fucking... pick up a flamethrower from one of these guys. What are you doing? Leave us alone. This stone wasn't here before. Oh! Ah! I am gonna fucking kill myself doing this. Go! Go! Oh my God! Get out of my way! Oh my god! I'm still controlling him. You know, again, I feel like this is tying in with something. Remember how my first theory regarding our characters, my character's backstory, was that he, you know, destroyed those places at the start of the game, the burned houses. I theorized that he was the one who burned that place down. So it's very curious that now we're ending the game burning this place. Again, I'm not sure if our character did burn those places down. It was just one of my first ideas because I was getting the impression that my character was, you know, a bad guy with how everyone was talking to us, and in our first dream sequence, the Chomper calling us a thief and referring to the red seesaw and all of that stuff that happened in that area that was burned down. The military flashlight that we were carrying in the first sequence. A great fire consumed the woods for a couple of days, gradually claiming many of its inhabitants. Kind of makes you wonder about the other tree that we burned down earlier on as well. The fire consumed the last road leading to the heart of the woods. The doctor who did not wake up even as the flames came closer. The three outcasts wearing old rags and scrap, who grief-stricken under the enormous, completely burned tree, didn't even attempt to run. The elephant family who did not leave their house at the swamp even as the flames started consuming it. The inhabitant of the house in the junkyard who burned to death inside his own shell. The chicken lady who set out into the woods in search of her sister and lost the way. The last living inhabitant of the flooded village, consumed by the flames at the very end of the road leading home. But not everyone perished. The little musician hid in the old hut with the trapdoor leading to the underground tunnels. When the fire went out, the trapdoor opened and the boy left the woods. Piotrek did not live to see the fire. Before the flames appeared, he rose above the treetops in his rocket made of scrap. As he looked through the small spaceship window, he smiled for the last time. The Milky Way stars looked so beautiful even now, but moving away at a huge speed. A large part of the villagers survived, hiding from the fire in the vast barren clearings. When the fire went out and the incomprehensible whispers and calls ceased forever, they saw incoming helicopters above the destroyed land. The fate of the man with the wolf snout remains unknown. That was crazy. That was a horrifying sequence. And I only realized like halfway through as I was torching everyone, I was like, I was theorizing about this character being this kind of guy. You know, you find a lot of areas that are burned down throughout the game. And then just theorizing that my character came in with some kind of military outfit, being taunted in our dreams by the Chomper, who is calling us a thief and referencing all that stuff in the area with the burned houses. Looking forward to playing it again. And trying to piece together more of our character's backstory, because a lot of that stuff that we found up there in the tower, at the radio tower, a lot of that stuff tied in with his story. You know, he even remembered the code. That was a really cool moment as well. It's like, you know, I found another lock that needed a code. I was like, ah, shit, I wonder where I get this code. And then my character just said to himself, I remember this place. I know this code. Yeah, I'm not referring to him destroying the being, though, JMP. And yeah, regarding what we did at the end there, if it was good or bad, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess good. Possibly. But all those sleepers down there, what kind of creatures were they? Were they real people? We killed an awful lot of people in the process of destroying that thing. I'm not sure, Dolphin. Like I was saying earlier, it seemed like he was sort of synonymous with wanting to sleep, you know. Our character didn't want to move away from him because he wanted to sleep, and if we embrace him, we get to sleep. I don't know, there's loads of stuff going on in that game. Yeah, it definitely gets quite Lovecraftian at the end. If I embraced the being, I joined the sleepers I burned alive. You think that's what happens when I go to sleep in the bed? I just join those sleepers? Do I think the being is real? I don't know. Yeah, I reckon that's right, Dim. And if I had to say, I would say yeah, Dolphin. In the game's universe, the being real, I would say so. What about my hometown? All just an illusion? The whole thing with the radio. It would certainly be odd, my character living like just right outside the woods. The first slide of the true ending I got now said that the heart of the Darkwood was burned. So the road was never out. It was back in, which would make sense, which ties into what some of the characters say, you know. all roads just lead deeper into the forest. And it would certainly make sense as part of the being's plan if he needs to sustain himself with all the sleepers, you know? That all the people who manage to find a way out actually just make their way to him. They think they're going home, they sleep, and then they become a part of the being. Right, Dolphin. Yeah, it certainly seems like the being is real. I think there's much more to support that than the idea of that actually being home, you know? Because it would just raise so many other questions about our character and his inability to sleep and his addiction to shrooms and not needing to eat and all that. Like, the ending certainly did seem too good to be true in a lot of ways, combined with all the strange details. But I don't know how I'll feel about it after another playthrough. Definitely looking forward to playing it again, seeing all the things I missed, taking the other path at the radio tower, you know, that point of no return up there. Really intrigued to see what that leads to. You're still in tight lip mode? Yeah, lots of big things you want to say. What implies that the being isn't real? Well, I was just wondering at first, before we even went down to the being, you know, which is the illusion and which is real. Is the whole thing with the radio causing us to see things that aren't really there? But I think there's much more to support the idea that the being is real than not. As we just went into. What happened with the doctor in chapter 2? Well, you have a choice. You can either kill the doctor and take the key, or escape with the doctor. You know, go through the door with the doctor and get to the other part of the land with him. So you make it to the marsh area, you make it to chapter 2 with the doctor, and then he starts going crazy there, starts looking for his daughter, Just gets crazier and crazier, starts sticking mud all over his face and starts, you know, attaching branches and roots and stuff to his head. Just goes insane looking for his daughter, basically. Was I able to trade with the doctor? Yeah, I traded with him several times. Gotta get the embryos. I only took one embryo. I wanted the other items. The weapon parts and other things that I needed to create weapons. Well, what's so great about the embryos? I was maxed out on my mushroom juice fairly early on. You know, I didn't need to collect much to get maxed out on that. No comment? No, sure, you can tell me. Go ahead. Peeves chat ruined embryos. Yeah, I'm okay about learning, like, mechanical things and details. Like, I figured there were loads of things that They're extra lives? Oh my god! What? If you eat an embryo, it gives you an extra life? Wow. Same as in real life, yeah. Surely I tried to eat one once. No, I guess I never tried one. If you have 4 lives and you eat an embryo, do you get 5 lives? Wow, why didn't I try it? How did you just eat one? Did you just try one, Dolphin, and that's how you figured it out, or did someone tell you? You just ate it? Nice. Well, I guess I'm just a real badass then, finishing it on 4. Well, 5 technically, because I died once on chapter 2, but they let you restart at the beginning of chapter 2 if you die on chapter 2. I'm really glad no one spoiled that, though. Thanks. Another thing you can tell me. Is there any other thing you can do during that ending? You know, the first time we embraced the being and we went back to sleep. Second time we burned everyone. Is there another thing to do there? No, not in that part. Not once you're in the tree sequence. Is there another ending during this epilogue that I haven't seen? Remember the sleeper's tip? Yeah, I figured that out, Mort. I was talking about that earlier. I wonder how that sleeper got out. How did that sleeper get there? Strange detail. I think I found it today hidden under a wardrobe in the 4th hideout. Oh, no, I think she's talking about the end of the game. That's in the epilogue. Your apartment is the last hideout. Because you find a hole underneath your bed. I think that's what the sleeper is hinting at. If we're talking about the same thing. The sleeper that you find at the start of the Silent Forest. There are more things to discover in the epilogue? Okay. I'm kind of tempted to just let people say what they want to say about the story now. You know? Because I'll probably look into it anyway. And then on the next playthrough, we'll just, you know, try and get all the things and talk about it. The musician's quest line leads to a cool interaction with the doctor in the wrecked train. Yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the stuff with the musician. Because I haven't seen any of that. What a great game, man. Very impressive. A radio thing that the being is talking over radio frequencies or something? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I'd like to do Silent Hill 2 on the 31st. That's why your guy said he's one of us. The radio speaker is the tree. Because the tree asks you, why did you do it after you burn him? Hold on. I'm not really getting what you're saying there, Legion. Our main character says to the sleeper with the flamethrower, he's one of us. Doesn't he say that? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, sorry, I missed your first one. The flamethrower dude is from your squad. Right, I was missing a key bit of info there. Oh, that was actually one of my first thoughts. Right, so was I right with my theory that I was part of a team that burned down those places? That was Masiek. Right. He was with you at the radio tower. And we were all sent in to destroy that place. That was my first thought. Like, way early on in the game, in the first chapter, that we were sent in with a military group to destroy this place. To burn it down. And the person talking via the radio is the tree. Which tree? Heinous, yeah, just we can talk about whatever. Yeah, tell me what you want regarding this conversation. Speak freely. You're sent in with the... Yeah. We've established that. Again, that's what I figured. And then all the stuff we learned later kind of backed up that idea that I had. The being equals the tree. Right, okay. I just wasn't sure if you were talking about the other tree that we burned down. I figured... it wasn't that tree because we burned that tree down and then we still heard the radio, but just wanted to clarify. I didn't kill the doctor, no. The being itself, a living entity that simply lures people into the woods to fall into a euphoric dream and starve to death. Why does it want people to starve to death? I thought it fed on the sleepers. The big tree is an agent of the entity. Right. What does the big tree do? The big tree prevents people from getting to the being. And I guess is the last line of defense the illusion? But see, the thing is, I thought that the being wanted to lure people. You know, wanted to... Hold on. The whole thing with the substance and the fact that we don't need to eat or anything like that. What's the deal with that? It feeds off, like, the energy we're using. You get injected at the beginning of the game by the doctor. That's what I was wondering if that was significant, if that's what got us hooked. Oh, I didn't see the doctor next to the being, no. You're hooked on essence? Yeah, I know. Like, that they established that at the start of the game. We don't need food, we don't need water, but we are craving those mushrooms, which we turn into essence. What causes the hallucinations? I don't know. We're injecting lots of weird meat and mushrooms into our system. So I guess that's enough to cause hallucinations. As it would in real life, no? Oh, interesting, Boondock. I think the idea is the being tempts everyone with what they want. You talked earlier about it being just being women, but I think that's a coincidence. It's just people hearing whatever will tempt them most. Like you with your bed. You think that was what it was for us? I mean, there is that hallucination sequence where we wake up with our wife beside us, and we know that our character has a wife or a partner, like the soup waiting for us when we get back. Which is an illusion, but it's probably based on what his real life was. And we have the doctor and his daughter, you know, who says that he hears her calling to him at the start of the game from outside the window in the woods, which is the same thing that happens with us. We hear a voice calling us, a female voice. But yeah, I reckon you're probably right. It's just that may be just a coincidence. There's some NPC dialogue about people being drawn to the road. It's interesting though that that road is blocked, even though it seems as if the being wants to lure people to that very place. I don't know. Well, I'm still just wondering if the being wants everyone to end up like all the sleepers. But that wouldn't really make sense if it's also using that tree as a blockade, preventing people from making it to their own illusion like we experience. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people end up in that tree as well. Did I find Wolf in Chapter 2? No. That's crazy, though, that Wolf is in Chapter 2. I almost wish he didn't say, but, you know, I don't really mind now. We can talk about things. I never played Blasphemous, no. What rewards did I get from Wolf? Hunting rifle. Hunting rifle, and he showed me how to get to the doctor's place. I actually rarely used the hunting rifle. I mainly stuck to the shotgun and the pistol. If you just ignore Wolf entirely, he'll show up in Chapter 2. Really? Leads to arguably the hardest part of the game. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really lean into ranged weapons at all in Chapter 2. I think you can play the game in a good few different ways. Dolphin, did you always use heavy weaponry against the spiders? The Spider-Men? The Spider-Men aren't really a big deal. I used my axe against the Spider-Men. Two hits and they're dead. Right, centipedes up close with the shotgun. You know, they spawn right beside you. So just wait for them to climb out of their hole, one shotgun blast and they're dead. I guess the rifle would have been good against the chompers in chapter 2. Chompers and the centipede. I mean, the centipedes come up so close that the shotgun is fine for them as well. The witches, the banshees, you mean? I think the banshees are fine. I breathe a sigh of relief when I get the banshees. But I did have the acid blood perk, and the acid blood perk works really well against the little birds. Like, the little birds don't deal much damage, they just peck at you. So you can just swing at them and, you know, take a little bit of damage. But the acid blood definitely helps out as well. Dolphin, did you figure out that you can just look away from the banshee? You were watching my stream as well before you played, so maybe you picked up on some tips as well. Yeah, if you don't look at the banshees, you're fine. Unless they get, like, really close. They'll just walk around forever. You have to stare at them for them to do their big scream and to let their babies out. Just don't look at them and stay a little bit away from them and you'll never really have to deal with them. Both me and Arthur suffer from hallucinations when waking up during the night. I used to even have sleep paralysis, but not anymore. Sometimes I see some really trippy stuff. Today I woke up and stared at a poster on the wall for like a minute. It's changed from a hole in the wall to its original form, a face. I guess those were pretty easy to take inspiration from, at least from the perspective of emotions we wanted the player to feel. Very interesting. Yeah, next time I play this, you know, I'll want to really discuss the story, but at the same time, I'd like to leave certain things open. It's going to be really hard to balance that. I guess next time we'll just we'll be pretty strict again, I guess. Maybe just try and talk about things that I've seen, but it's going to be hard for everyone to be on the same page, you know? Much easier to just go, no, you can't talk about anything, rather than, well, if you know what I experienced, we can talk about that, but if you don't know, you know, be careful with what you say. Yeah, apparently they're working on something new. Very intrigued to see what they make next. What was the last you saw of Piotrek? Dead in his rocket. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be up there with my favorite horror games ever. So good. I did eat Mushroom Granny. That was amazing. You couldn't bring yourself to do it? No? Did you try? Did you pick a mushroom off her head? Did you kill her? If you kill her, but if you oh, you didn't. Okay, you spoke to her. I was gonna say, if you just left her there, but didn't eat her, that I feel like that would have been almost worse than not eating her, or worse than eating her, rather. You know, you did the damage. You fucking picked off all her mushrooms, killed the woman, but no, I'm not going to eat her. That's just a little bit too far. Picked off all the mushrooms, killed her, but no. I have too much class to eat her now. Nonsense. What a great moment that was. Her face just caving in. Like it was made of soil. How did that sleeper get outside of the tree? The sleeper at the start of the Silent Forest that tells you about the hole in the ground in the last hideout. There's probably no answer to that. You know, they just wanted to put in some cool bit of foreshadowing about what happens at the end of the game. Yeah, Dolphin. The tunnel at the end, was that where you came from? Tunnel at the end? End of where? The sleeper is probably the being talking to you at the time, but the being doesn't want me to find out that the being is there. That doesn't really make sense, does it? The sleeper gave me a hint about where the being is. You know, the being wants me to just go to sleep. Maybe that was me. Yeah, maybe that was me. If everyone has... Right, but because the doctor had his own sleeper beside the being, right? But the writing that we got at the end also suggested that the doctor was still in the marsh. Right? So... So does everyone have a sleeper? At least I think someone was saying that the doctor is down there beside the being. You missed the snail man, really? But they still mention him at the end. I think Wolf is right. The protagonist is more like a zombie than a human. He does refer to us as a carcass. But do we die? What happens at the start when we're in the doctor's house and all the chompers come in? And then the trader saves us. Do we actually die there? That would add a whole other... That would really throw another spanner into the works. How did our character get so scarred and everything? The whole thing about the elephants talking about the air, you know, saying not to breathe in the air of the place. The trader, did I find his corpse at the 4th hideout? No. The 4th hideout in chapter 2? Yeah, Dolphin, it's hard to know if, you know, the mother's theories were true at all. I reckon there's still more I have to see with those characters as well. I did take her son back, yeah. So can you use that 21 key at the door? The first 21 key, there are many 21 keys. The one that the doctor had? The one that the doctor stole? Yeah, we escape with the doctor. We go through the door and use the key that he stole. That's how we get to chapter 2. That all happens at the end of chapter 1. But interestingly, you know, once you find your other, the other members of your group, you see that some of them had the same key, you know, because you were with a team of people and they all had these keys that led to this part of the forest that they were sent to torch or something like that. I'm not really sure what the whole deal is. But the other members of the team have those keys as well. And we can find another one that we actually can store in our inventory. I think we find another one that gets stored in our items and another one that we actually get to keep in our inventory. And I'm not sure what we can do with that key. But, yeah, I guess we'll do a lot of this stuff on another playthrough. So the trader is a part of your original military group, but why did he not just help you? I didn't know that he was a part of the group. Where do you see the trader in the 4th hideout? And I'm not sure what you mean by not... Why didn't he just help you? I mean, he does help us. I thought the head you found in chapter 2, I didn't think that was the traitor at all. That's like the severed head that's there at the entrance. That's supposed to be the traitor. Huh. Right, but I'm wondering... That's very strange, though. Because it feels like that body has been there for a while. Is the traitor really that same guy? Or is the traitor some kind of sleeper version of the guy? Is that really the same body? How does he become a traitor, and why doesn't he tell us anything about who he is? The helmet has the same growth-like things. Right, I never noticed that at all. I spent a long time looking at the traitor over the course of the game. It didn't look familiar to me, but... Huh. When the traitor is supposed to show up, there's a corpse, and the 3 are the new traitors. Oh, so his body isn't there when you first arrive. Only the next morning. Well, if that's the case, then... Right. That would certainly make it seem more likely that that is the same... The exact same guy. Just a little bit odd if he's there as soon as you arrive, you know? The 3 were always the original traitors in the alpha. Interesting. Huh. All right, I think we'll leave it there for now, and we'll talk about this game some other time. I'll definitely do another playthrough of this in the future. I'm sure I'll be doing many playthroughs. Love this game. This is definitely going to become one of my favorite horrors, I think. Yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Till next time. Have a good one. Cheers, everyone. Good night.